Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm happy you're here today. We're going to be doing a look back at last year and all of the fall decorating that we did. I've got some cleaning and some fall decorating from 2022, so I hope you'll enjoy taking a look back with me and seeing how things looked last year for the fall season. If you haven't already, please be sure and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on any of the decorating fun we've got coming your way. So one of my favorite things to do when it comes to the fall season is just have a chance to take everything out of their totes and remember what I have. I don't know about you guys, but I often forget a lot of what I've packed away from the previous year. And so this sort of feels like Christmas to me. It makes everything feel new again. I can take a look at what I've got and take an inventory of what I want to use. And it's just really fun unwrapping all of the packages. Leave me a comment below and let me know if that's something that you look forward to for the fall season as well. Last year, I used this wonderful Mrs. Meyer's scent, and it's one that nobody talks about that often. It's called Acorn Spice, and it's so good. I know apple cider is a favorite for so many people, but for me, Acorn Spice all the way. Last year I had these really gorgeous transferware plates. One was a fall scene and then the other was a winter scene, and I really enjoyed having them here beside my cabinets. I don't actually have these hangers anymore, so we're gonna keep things pretty neutral this year and we're gonna leave that space blank, but it sure is fun to take a look back and see those plates hanging there. Last year, I loved the brown color of these transferware cups, and I was on a mission last year to find as much transferware as I could. I've sort of moved away from that this year. Leave me a comment below and let me know, do you guys decorate with transferware, and is that something that you are seeking when you shop?
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep?
So last year, this section was a favorite of mine. I sort of combined a lot of different wood tones, and I had this ceramic bowl that I had thrifted along with some fake pears, and I just loved the pop of green here in this corner last year. I thought it was so cute. So I'm kind of nervous to see if I can recreate something that looks as nice here in the corner this year, but be sure and subscribe so that you will join me and find out what I do this year in this corner.
Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. How come the trees get undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes, until winter comes. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder. Stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I just wonder.
So as I look back, I'm noticing that my style last year was very farmhouse, lots of white pictures and white florals. And I think I want to move in a moody direction this year, something a little bit deeper and using more rich tones. So I have been on the lookout while I was shopping this year, and I'm going to continue to look for florals that are a little bit moodier, a little bit deeper, and see if I can create a different look this year for fall. So I really loved the look of these neutral colors in my kitchen last year for fall. I'm not sure if I'm going to bring back these mauve colored cosmos, but they sure were pretty. And alongside this mauve colored candle, it was so beautiful, especially in the evening times. And then we're just moving on to the entry. Last year, I kind of wanted to incorporate some functional kitchen items here on my peg shelf. And so I just wanted to add in this little cross here, the ceramic cross. I actually picked this up at a thrift store years ago, along with the basket that I tend to use over and over in this space. And I just kind of filled it with some greenery and added in some cooking utensils. And I thought it ended up really cute. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here this year, but it's kind of fun to just look back and see what we used last year. So now we're moving into the other side of the entry, and last year I did a really cute sort of moody cozy entry. And here I'm just showing you some of the thrifted finds. You'll see me talking a lot in this video when I was discussing some of the items that I shop for at Goodwill, like these candlesticks here and some of the other accent pieces, and just kind of spent a lot of time last year talking about the ways that I go about finding thrifted items that I want to use in my decorating. Now these candles were a favorite of mine last year. They're battery powered. I picked them up on Amazon and I know a lot of people are using them. But if you have a need for battery powered candles, definitely take a look at these on Amazon. They've got like a real wax feel, and the top sort of has an irregular shape, which makes them look a little bit more realistic. I really like these candles because they're on a timer, and so I didn't really have to think much about them last year. I basically set them to come on in the evening and then they went off 4 hours later. Here I'm kind of showing you some of the thrifted books that I have collected over the years. I really love this Witchery of Archery one. Thrifting is a great way to find really beautiful vintage books to incorporate into your home throughout all of the seasons. And so some of these had a neutral look to them, but they looked quite old, and I thought they were kind of fun to use in this sort of cozy colonial style fall front entry that I did here last year. So if you're still here watching, I want to say thank you for still being here. And if you would, just leave me a jack-o'-lantern or pumpkin emoji down in the comments below to let me know that you are still here and you are still enjoying taking a look back at the fall decorating season from last year. I really do appreciate you guys. And there has been a lot of new subscribers since this time last year. And a lot of you guys have not had a chance to take a look at my fall decor from last year. So just want to say thanks, and I really do appreciate you guys. I love ya, and thanks for sticking it out with me. So here I'm just talking about how I have this really adorable stoneware jack-o'-lantern, but I don't like just putting a live candle in there because the wax makes such a mess. So adding a smaller glass jar candle inside really does help to keep everything nice and tidy. We're just gonna add in a few more books for height and a little bit of that texture. And we're gonna call this section good as soon as we put in a few finishing touches. I'm never sure if I want to show the spines of the books or the pages, so I think you'll see me turn these around if I remember correctly from last year. And here I am just showing you some Seminole pumpkins that I had grown in my garden. They were delicious for pumpkin pie. And then here I'm just talking with you guys. Last year I wanted to kind of talk about using some Ben Franklin spectacles or something that had like an old world feel on top of that book. I don't remember if I found something, but I think I ended up with a small magnifying glass for that section. So I'm still on the lookout for those Ben Franklin spectacles. So here I'm just taking a look at some pieces that I wanted to use last year on this entry table. And I love using these small size picks just for texture and a little bit of visual interest and color. I like to tuck them in behind books or next to candles and things like that. And this wire candle holder was something that I picked up a long time ago. I don't remember if I thrifted it or if I actually purchased it new, but I love trying to work it in every year because I do love the rustic look of it. I ended up putting it here beside the stack of books, and I added in a candle ring from Hobby Lobby. And I thought this was a really cute way to incorporate some color and some texture while still being able to add in a candle over on this side. And as you guys know, I'm a big fan of the battery operated candles, especially when it comes to tall candles like this. I don't like the feeling of having wax potentially drip down on my buffet. So I definitely love how clean and tidy the battery powered candles can be. Now this candlestick holder was also a thrifted find, and I really liked the primitive look of it. It's carved wood, and I thought that would just sort of create a nice little glow here in the center to illuminate that picture during the evening hours. Now here you'll see me talking about crows. Specifically, the crow I have in my hand reminded me of a trip that I had taken to London a few years back, and before that trip, I thought crows and ravens were the same thing. Here in Florida, we have these small black birds, and I always kind of used the term crow interchangeably with raven, but when I went to London, I was shocked at how enormous a raven actually is. Leave me a bird emoji in the comments below if you've ever seen a raven in real life. Now you guys take a look at that hanging curtain to my left, as well as the opening in the stairwell behind me. Both of these things are completely different this year, and I'm excited to share what my front entry looks like now. I've got a video coming up in the next week or so that's going to highlight some of the changes that we made, and we'll be doing a late summer decorating video for the entry and kitchen, so I'm excited to share that with you. Be sure and subscribe so you will not miss out on it. Here I was just joking about how this thrifted lantern came complete with spooky cobwebs. The last bit of finishing touches really brought everything together last year. I'm so excited to decorate for fall this year, but I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to be able to recreate something as nice as what I did here last year. I love the way everything looked, especially when the lights went down and there was this beautiful cozy glow here in the front entry. And as the video goes on, you'll see that as the room darkens and the sun goes down, everything just looked the right amount of spooky and the right amount of cozy.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder.
So now we're moving into the living room area, and sure enough, we've got another thing that's different this year from the video from last year. This corner hutch is no longer in the living room. I have recently sold it and replaced it with a 9-drawer wooden cabinet, which I absolutely love. I can't wait to see what I'm going to do in the fall for my 9-drawer cabinet. But looking back at this corner hutch, I really did enjoy decorating it and trying to come up with just different ways of making the shelves look cozy and cute for the fall season.
How come the trees gets undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes? Until winter comes? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder.
And to the right of my corner hutch, I used these thrifted paintings that so many of you guys complimented me on this summer when I reused them in my kitchen decorating video. These are a favorite of mine, and I love trying to work them into different areas all throughout my house for the different seasons.
The stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are. It really makes me wonder.
Last year I had this piano bench in this little alcove. It's kind of a weird section in my living room, but I'm excited to share with you what I have here this time of the year for 2023, because in my upcoming video you'll see that I've got a big change here in this section and some beautiful thrifted items that I decorated this section with this year. So we're moving into the dining area now, and once again we've got some changes to talk about. The window here in the back behind that little toy box is gone. This is now an entry point into my house because we put on a side patio. So I've got a door there. My table is now smaller and round rather than oval because I took the leaf out. So it may be a challenge this year to see what I can come up with for the fall decorating in this area of the house, just because everything has changed so much. But I really do enjoy these neutral colors, especially since I didn't want to compete with the warm rich tones in the entry last year. And so these sort of whites and beige and turquoise were a beautiful way to make something look full on my dining table without competing with the entry colors. In this video last year, I was talking about how I always use this dough bowl here under my TV to hide the wires. And I am still using this same dough bowl here almost a full year later. So I think this year for fall, I'm gonna try to come up with something different. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you have any ideas. Part of the trouble that I have is that I don't wanna hide the sensor for the remote on the TV. And so I've always just kind of used this as a go-to to fill up the space and bring in some texture and color without blocking that sensor. But I'd love to know your ideas on how you decorate your mantle if you find yourself in that position too. Something else that's different here in my living room area is the sliding barn door. We have replaced it with a sliding door that is more of a cottage look. It's got like a 9 window panel and I really do like the change. However, I kind of enjoy seeing this door again. I still have it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. So leave me a comment below and let me know if you have any ideas. Well, guys, that's going to do it for the video today. I am so glad that you joined me this week to take a look back at my 2022 fall decorating. Leave me a comment below and let me know, when do you plan on doing your fall decorating this season? I hope you're having a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.